Those are all elite guards. They're all deployed. That's fine. Engineers, we do. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I want you lot all to be deployed, please. So you guys come over to there, because engineers will increase the production speed, construction speed of all places adjacent to where they are standing. So we're going to send these guys up here so they can increase the production of those. We'll send you. Yeah, Hilversum's fine. Should have done that far earlier. And, whoa, shit. Money, money, money. I need more. Thank you! So now I'm hoping with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's the perfect number. You can have up to 7 units stacked in one tile. And 7 is apparently the maximum that you can have contributing to construction. So yeah, we are currently building 2 days worth every day. It's going to be costing us more in the short term, but in the long term we get our production up and running faster. Should have done this way earlier, like a year earlier. Though actually at that point most of my engineers were still in Indonesia. It took me a while to get them home. I decided that defending the Netherlands versus the Germans was the bigger priority. In terms of other industrial controls, do we really want to be working at 100% capacity here if we're not making money? Probably not. Let's go for like 120% of demand. Petrol's fine. Timber will also go 120% of demand. And agriculture. Although no, agriculture makes a fair amount of money. I'm fine with that. You're not very much. You're not very much. Agriculture. Price differential of $8 per unit. That's going to be a lot of units, so yeah, that's fine. Hopefully that reduces our expenditure a little. Where does the world stand at the moment? Nowhere really. Oh, you're another engineer. We want you up there. Both of you. There. Because currently the only conflict that's really going on is Japan versus China. And it rather looks like Korea has just fallen to China. So, yeah, Japan's not looking too hot. All of their land-based offensives just completely failed and they got completely overwhelmed in Korea. So that war is basically over. Because Japan is going to struggle to land any troops there. Critical product shortage. We were able to meet 41% of demand. Yeah, I should probably turn that on again. 40%. We need 2 of them. That will meet demand. Labour shortage, 2.6%. Factory, yeah, okay. That always happens. China is not balanced well. I've seen Japan do a lot better than they did this game, though. At least they usually hold out until, like, 1940s. This time, though, they just collapsed. Because often Japan will at least be able to get 1 or 2 naval invasions off and be able to hold out in Korea. China starts with motorized infantry and have more land production. They start with motorized? That's surprising. Right, is this done yet? 3 more days. And we need another loan. Factory construction interrupted, probably because I didn't quite have enough money in time. It takes time to negotiate the loan and its terms and conditions and all that stuff. Doesn't really. How much is my credit rating? Is it still... No, it's dropped a little bit, but it's still fine. We can still take out 50 million a day. Oh, I wish I had that kind of credit rating. Just say, yeah, just give me a 50 mil. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Production 700, use 200. Unmet 3000. Okay, so that's one factory done. No, one power plant. So how's the power production? It is still pretty low. Could you please hurry up and build this? Pretty please, with a cherry on top. I mean, it does cost 75,000 tons of industrial goods, so it is going to be really industrial good Hungary until it gets built. Alright, you guys are motorized infantry, so I think I'm just going to entrench you. I'm going to entrench some of... No, not entrench. Wrong button. I'm going to reserve you in Zwolle. There we go. It's built. Huzzah. So now, here, we can turn these back on so that they can get built. And we can shift the Hilversum production lines. I mean, honestly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to reserve you here in Zwolle. I'm going to grab the motorized engineers and I'm just going to leave you over there. Using the motorized engineers because they move so much quicker with the little jeeps. I mean, look at the speed difference. So now my military production is almost doubled from what it was previously, so that makes me pretty happy. We could do with more, but military production is bloody expensive investment. Once it's up and running, it's very profitable, but getting it up and running is not easy. And we will need to up our consumer goods production as well. I just need more power, damn it. I need this technology to finish. And also get these built. Does it actually say what their output is? Maximum possible output, 321,000 megawatts. Megawatt hours. I don't know if that's a day or a year. I would assume a year. 321. How much am I using? 25,000. So yeah, that must be a year. And I would assume that different power plants will have different efficiencies. I hate that this list just moves randomly. Like, I'm not touching it, but it's just moving. It makes getting this information very difficult. 321,000. That one is 160,000. Cost 9,000 to build. Cost 16,000 to build. Alright, hydro. Stop moving, damn it! 254. Oh, okay, you're just going to sit there. Other power, 128, so it's not very efficient and really expensive. Oh, that was a small one. You cost 699 mil. Oh, for goodness sake, that scrolling is really irritating. Okay, so you have just arrived, so you're actually going to go to Zwolle because I don't need you here. And we are low on money again. What's my debt burden at this point? I mean, I need to take another loan, but what is my debt burden at this point? We're back up to 1 billion. You can see the output in a hex. Yeah, but that's only for stuff you've already built. Obviously, because it's in the hex. What's my GDP doing at the moment? GDP is rising. Inflation is actually staying pretty steady at 16%. And I really need to start paying stuff off. I need my industries to switch on and become efficient. What am I researching now? Improved monoplane airframes, which should be better fighters. large bore gun and advancements, which is better artillery, tank tech, obviously tank techs, then the improved power grid, which will improve my power plant output. Which is something I should have started researching at the very start of the game, frankly, but I didn't. And we're 11th overall in tech, like we are very technologically advanced. And probably only going to get better now that we have 4 tech slots going. And once we have some more of these technologies done, we can start selling designs to other people. Okay, that's another power plant finished. Still extremely low. And that's with 2 of our consumer goods turned off. I mean, I know it's industrial goods that cost the most, but still. I need more power! We're losing 10 million a day, but we're actually making a fair amount from trade. Agriculture 5 million, petroleum 3 million. If every day was like that, I would be a very, very happy person. But I don't think it will be. %84% literacy. Emigration is rising even higher. Damn it. What I really need to do is make so much money that I can start investing money into my own people and therefore increase everyone's standard of living and thus have more immigration rather than emigration. But hey, we have to make sacrifices to become as technologically and industrially powerful as we are right now. Sacrifices had to be made. Alright, that's another ship done. Go ahead and reserve you. And you guys... Ah, we have another elite guard. Good. I was going to put you in Hirlan, I think. And then the mounted infantry we are going to place in Zwala. So you can react in whatever direction is needed. And I would dearly like to be making more consumer goods because they're fairly cheap and you can make quite a lot of them. Who are we killing right now? Nobody. World War II hasn't broken out yet, still only 37. The only ones who are doing any killing at all are the Japanese and the Chinese. Oh, they have got a couple of landings. So the Japanese are coming back, but they've basically lost Korea already, so I'm not really holding much hope for them doing any particular damage. Research done. Excellent. That's going to be the monoplanes. So we should take a look at our new fighter designs. Really? Oh, we have a new tactical bomber that's available. Requires metal alloy airframes, which we don't have yet. So, in other words, we need to go for some of these instead. Reaction jet engines, launch physics, improved aircraft designs. Possibly. Synthetic rubber, which allow us to actually produce our own rubber, but it's unbelievably expensive. Same with synth fuels. Early computing. What does computing do? That's more atomic bomb research. Not particularly interested in that right now. Mobile steel barges. Allows the oceanic complex. Which does what? I have no idea what that does. Oh, it's oil extraction. Which would be way too expensive for me right now. Advanced avionics leads to more planes, but those look to be strategic bombers, so I don't particularly care about those. Medical, electrocardiology, healthcare rating. You know what? Yeah. Let's do some societal improvements. Modern clothing is a really good one. Consumer good. Plant production up by 1%. So we definitely have a couple of technologies here in society that we want to get, which I think have just about become available. It's oil rigs, yeah. The Japanese need to hire MacArthur to invade Korea. There are more and more Germans being shifted around. Research breakthrough. Large bore artillery. That was quick. Alright, so hopefully that will allow me to get some better artillery. Nope. Ah, AA though. Improved AA guns and artillery improvements 38. Okay, we're still a ways away from that. In that case, modern clothing. Let's grab you. Then after that, commercial food processing. Oh, that leads to improved military logistics, which is a plus 5% infrastructure. That's huge. Alright, so after this, we definitely want commercial food processing. I mean, honestly, you want the anti-tank added. You saying we have new ATs? Kind of expensive. And not the best. I'll wait. Because we can always buy better designs from other nations. I mean, we've done pretty well in terms of treaty integrity. So lots of people like us. Right. Power production still low. I think I'm going to gamble and try and get another 3 coal power plants here. And just double down on that. I mean, we are actually making money right now, which is great, thanks to our exports. What are we exporting? Petroleum and agriculture. That's where we're making our money right now. So that's mostly thanks to Indonesia. Are fortifications worth the cost of emplacing? Probably. We probably should invest in some. But they are expensive. How expensive? Would be a good question. That would be under military, I think. Fortifications are 781 million and they take just under a year to build. No, that's intelligence agency. Fortifications are 34 million. They're not actually that expensive. And we can place them in cities, right? We can. So I think Enschede could really do with being fortified. So I'm going to stick a couple in Enschede. I'm going to stick a couple in Venlo, Heerlen, and Emmen. No, Groningen. And Emmen. And if we need to expand even more than this, then we can absolutely do that. And yes, this will require another loan. Let's get these things built and in place. If you use fortifications, put them in cities rather than empty hexes. Yeah, otherwise you get the military complex, which basically wastes the hex for anything else useful. You're still building there. Can I put you anywhere we improve everything? No. Still complaining about consumer goods. That's because none are getting made. And is that just because of power? Yeah, probably, because I think all the power is probably being filtered into the industrial goods production. Diplo offer. They are offering me military goods. And this is with Hungary. You know what? I will, just to improve relations with you a bit. Like, I have consumer goods factories active. They should be building stuff, they just aren't. Turkey's doing the same thing. You're actually offering me a very good deal there, Turkey. I'm going to say auto accept from now on. Auto accept basically says if an offer's offer is better than the received, then they will automatically accept it. If it's not, then you can still make the decision to accept or reject. It doesn't automatically just say yes to everything. Just when the deal is better than what you're giving up. So how quick do these get built now? Pretty quickly. It's currently on 34 day. We're still making money. Even with all of this production going on, we are still making money. Yeah, that was 4 days worth of production there. Sweet. Military complex is not close combat. Okay. Yeah, having a couple of fortifications will be useful. Oh, they cost a lot of military goods as well. 6,000 each. 6, 12, 18. That's basically using up my entire cache of military goods. I know how strong they are, though. I've seen their impact, but that was World War One. I don't know if that's still going to be true in 2. We'll find out. Let the balance grow a bit. Yeah, pretty much. USA is offering me 28,000 in exchange for 27. I will accept that. And Hungary is requesting a lot. That's too much of a difference. Sorry, Hungary. You got to do better. And once we have Tank Tech 37, I'm hoping that we can sell some of those tanks to other nations. $23 million. Our agriculture is selling for a boatload. Oh wow, the price of agriculture is skyrocketing. Why? 21 per piece. No, 11. 11 per piece. I can count, honest. I wonder why that is. I am the top exporter of agriculture in the world. Actually, on a per acre cultivated, that is true. The Dutch are the top agricultural exporter nowadays. And the Dutch East Indies are importing the most. Wait, what? So they're selling it... Oh, it's because they're exporting to me, which is then being sold on. Yeah, okay. In that case, the top importer is the UK. Wait, no. Now I am. Yeah, these stats are a bit weird. Well, I guess the East Indies is exporting it to me, and then the UK would be all of their minions. So the USSR is probably the one actually buying it. Yeah, I think the USSR is probably the one actually buying it. So why is consumer goods ground to a halt? Is this literally just power? A small problem. Well, please enlighten me. Don't just say we've got a problem. Alright, well what is it? Electrical power, raw material 0. Okay, that's the problem. How are these doing? Building, how are these doing? These are doing nothing. Absolutely nothing. Hopefully because these 3 need to get built first. Roosevelt appoints Kennedy. President Roosevelt has appointed his longtime friend Joseph Kennedy as the ambassador to the United Kingdom. Okie dokie. And we have 150 million in the bank, so I think we are in a position to pay off one of our smaller loans again. Pay you off. Yeah, I know I don't have enough industrial goods. Australia is trying to sell me metal ore. I am a net importer. Huh. Alright, I will accept that. Get better relations with you as well. Ah, we have another fighter done. Marvellous. Reserve. You guys. I think 3 of you can go to Zwolle, and then the rest I'm going to leave in Eindhoven. And how is that production list looking? We're down to just 4 more outstanding units. So we need to order up a couple more. I think I would like some more of the elite guards. Just because they're going to be great to have in the field while we're waiting for the rest of our forces to get ready for an actual battle. Romania is offering me an extremely good deal. I'm going to start auto-accepting. So this is when the Dutch started becoming really good traders. Once your treaty integrity is of such a level, you start getting a lot of offers which are better than the received. And then basically you're buying in loads of cheap materials and then just selling it again on the world market at a profit.